All right.
All right, we are making cardamom orange bread. And we're going to start with our quick bread mix.
Lovely.
Which has quinoa, buckwheat, and chickpeas. And now we're going to put our spices in there. 2 teaspoons, 2 whole teaspoons of the decorticated. God, that's a tongue twister. Decorticated cardamom.
Okay.
And 2 teaspoons of cinnamon.
Okay.
And a half a teaspoon of black pepper.
Okay.
And 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds. And if you notice, I'm using all whole spices, which are going to get ground up with the mix.
And those keep their volatile oils longer, so it's a little more flavor.
The flavor is just, there's no comparison between pre-ground and grinding right away. So now you're going to go ahead and grind for about 45 seconds to a minute.
Okay. And the last one I put in was the coriander.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct. Okay.
And what we're doing right now is making our flour, which is a quick process. And you can use a Vitamix to do this, or a coffee grinder, anything that has 1200 watts or higher.
It smells so good with those fresh spices in there.
Oh, cardamom especially.
Gorgeous.
For cardamom lovers, this is the bread.
I can just imagine this like with a nice cup of chai.
Yeah, and this is a completely wonderful gifting bread to make small loaves and give them as gifts.
Nice.
So now we're sifting, and there's always a little bit left that you need to regrind. But the chickpeas and buckwheat make a really nice cake flour. So now we're gonna just put in our wet ingredients.
Okay.
Right into the Vitamix.
Nice.
And we're gonna need a 1/4 cup of lemon juice.
All right.
Nothing like fresh lemon juice.
I love these old-fashioned squeezers. They're so, they work so well.
You know, I've had that comment before, and I guess I don't know what a modern squeezer looks like, because it's just the kind I've always had. Does that make me old-fashioned?
I'll give you a tour sometime. Shall I run this through like a little sieve, or just get those pips out?
I usually,
I think there was... And that was a 1/4 cup?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Stick that there for now. I'll do something nicer with it in a minute. Okay. Next,
Now we need a quarter cup of orange juice and the zest of that lemon.
All right, I'm going to put that in there.
And we're going to put the whole zest of the lemon and the whole zest of the orange in there, which we've already done. Zested them with that wonderful microplaner. And then you're going to put in the zest and the fresh turmeric and fresh ginger. Can't you just tell it's going to be delicious?
All right. So all the zest of our citrus, the orange and the lemon. And then I've got my turmeric and my ginger all grated up here.
And those are going to go in the blender. The zest is fine in there.
Is that okay? Sorry about that. I'm going to put that right there. And how much?
A tablespoon each of the turmeric and the ginger.
My fabulous turmeric nail. Let's look. Okay.
And now 3/4 of a cup of deglet dates.
Okay, I already measured those, and those are just going to go right in here.
Right in there.
Okay.
And then 1/2 cup of olive oil.
All right.
Now this recipe calls for unsalted melted butter,
Mm-hmm.
but we're going to use olive oil this time. You can use whichever one you like. Both of them work really well.
And you said 1/2 cup?
Mm-hmm. Okay. By the way, this bread and all of these breads make incredible toast.
Ooh.
They get very crunchy and wonderful. And I make my toast in the air fryer.
Ooh. 1/2 cup olive oil.
1/2 cup. And then 1/2 cup of carrot puree.
Okay.
And 1 cup of milk. And we're going to use the unflavored plain soy milk. And it's really good to use a high protein milk. You could use a nut milk or anything like that, but I really prefer whole milk or the soy milk.
And how does that protein, does it just build like a stronger bind? Is it like a binding agent or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these breads in general, they are so much healthier than a white flour bread. They're just filled with protein.
Nice. And again, our measure on our soy?
1 cup. So we're going to blend these until they're smooth and make sure that the dates are completely incorporated and smooth inside. And then when our liquid's done, we're going to hold off putting it into our batter, and which is something you can do. You can get your flour ready, you can get your wet ingredients ready, and then right before you're ready to bake, you want to add them together, not before.
Seems really bubbly.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a lovely, like, creamy texture.
I think you're going to like this bread.
Whenever I scrape stuff, I always think of this bakery I worked in. And the woman was like really scraped stuff. Nothing left behind, which is good. That's where the profit is.
It is good. It's hard. It's hard with the Vitamix.
It's really hard with the Vitamix. It's a challenge. All right, I feel good about that. Mm-hmm. Okay. So just kind of folding and stirring and folding.
Folding, yep, just like you would a quick bread. Like you're making banana bread. Except better.
Mm. I always think of that though, like, you know, there's a thing. It's like, this is folding.
Right, as opposed to like stirring.
Whipping, mixing, so many things. Frappe.
But that's the vocabulary of the craft. You know, you can't dumb it down. There are certain things to do at certain times, and you need to know how to do them.
Absolutely, I agree. I mean, I think it's interesting because it is this whole language around cooking that...
Well, they try to subtract it these days, but I think that's a mistake.
You pause.
Paused. I didn't really pause, but I'll cut that out.
Yeah, you will. Onward. Happily mixing.
Okay, I think that's good.
Okay. Great. There we go.
And hopefully that's just going to be 3/4 full. And
Yep.
good.
You know what? We said we were good, but then when I started pouring it in, I saw a little secret island of flour. That we just cannot have any secret islands. And all of the leavener is in with that base mix. That's so cool. I love that. All right.
Yeah, and if you don't want to follow a recipe, let's say you've just got your mixes and you're in a hurry and you don't want to go, basically it's just you put your mix in, make flour, and then your wet ingredients are 2 1/4 cups of, you know, half a cup of fat, and you need 1/4 cup of acid, and then the rest is like milk or bananas or whatever. So you can just kind of make it up once you've got the ratio.
Mm-hmm. I love that. The spell.
So a lot of times I will just use the mix and just kind of make it match whatever it is I'm cooking. And we have our beautiful cardamom orange bread, and we're going to unmold it now. See how easy this comes out of the mold. Isn't that amazing? It just like pops right out.
There we go.
It's beautiful.
Look at that.